Yep. So for example, in your balance sheet, Coffeeville planned for just going to compare those very quickly, and the total equity, the difference is, so here in the balance sheet, even if you add the formula, so this is the formula that they're using, it ended up being, when you look at their balance sheet, the balance sheet was the first one. So when you look at the balance sheet, you're saying that the cash on hand or the current assets were higher, their liability was lower, but it is still balancing based on the net assets equal to the equity. And you can say even things like the equity is less than what they thought because both partners took money out of the business. So all of that can be added to your
Okay. Yeah.
For the next one, profit and loss, projected performance showing the, per month. Okay, here is where you did it the opposite way. Because you're saying the projected and you had the correct numbers. However, then here you've said that the actual ones are these ones. This is where you should have included these numbers. So look at the difference. So you just have to fix up your numbers. The way you've explained it is fine. However, 1.2, 1 second, and kind of comment on what is their gross profit. Is their cost of sales higher or lower? No, hold on, you might have done it correct. 1.2 was, see, the numbers that you have for the actual is in the projected. So this is what they thought would happen. The actual numbers, you need to mention these ones.
Okay, so the actual number I have to put 59 something. Okay.
Because you're saying, oh no, the cost of sales is 610. The expenses were blah, blah, blah. So kind of just comment, bring it all together, saying they made less income than they thought. Their cost of sales was higher than they thought, which means their gross profit is less. So include in here somewhere that their gross profit is 590,000, where they thought it would be 660. Yeah? Sorry, this one. So they thought it would be this much, but it's only 590. So add that somewhere as well. So just kind of put it together, sum it up. Now, a couple of other ones. So here, somehow just write that the actual increase for the business was only 25,000, whereas they thought it would be this much. So just word it a little bit different. And then break-even analysis, you just did it how I had it, that's fine. In your expenses, so Chatty, just another thing that I had to say in your expenses, you can give a couple more examples. So we're saying that overall, their expenses are higher than they thought, which means that their profit is going to be less. And the way that you've done it here, so 2 months are a little bit more, are costing you more than they thought. Then your gross profit, is this where you had that one? Hold on. Okay, in your here in your profit and loss, Chatty, you can actually add some of the things that you had in your gross profit because you've already written it, but you haven't put it up there as well. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And here I would probably comment a little bit further. So yeah, they thought they'd make that much, but they made this much. So they've made this much less profit because less gross profit. This one's perfect. I like how you've done this one. And here, if you just want to add one heading before here and just write review or something. So just do it as a heading like this and just do review or conclusion or something. Otherwise, that's fine. So you just have a couple of things and then you can continue working on your 3.3.
Okay, so I just need to fix up a little bit. Sanya, can you show me again what you told me that I can just take something from gross profit and put it into
Sorry, what?
balance sheet or what?
All of this.
Okay.
All of this, because you have the figures that I was talking about. So these ones you can also add here.
To profit and loss. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, your one is pretty good. So good work. So just fix up those couple of things and ask me any other questions if you have. And you can start working on your 3.3. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen.